Good morning.
Y'all know who it is. BZY. Busy teaching the hand. Hey, 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 hey. BZYPEACH. Yeah, Busy P. What's her name? Busy P. Say it again. Busy P. Got it. BZYPEACH. Yeah, Busy P. What's her name? Busy P. Busy P. Oh,
Hello, hello. Good morning.
oh,
Good morning. Hey, come on in the room. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate it. Okay. So hopefully everybody can hear and see me okay. I am simulcasting on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you're on any of those platforms, give me some hearts. Let me know that you can see and hear me okay. Okay. All right. So I see my Instagram people coming in. Good morning. Good morning to all my regulars on Instagram that are over there. Oh, let's see. Who do I see so far? A whole bunch of folks. Rhonda, Gully Girl, excuse me, Silken Spider, Victoria, Crafty is cool. Allison, Yolanda, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning from the Cayman Islands. What? Okay. Thank you. Anybody over? Oh, I see Yolanda is in both places. She's on Instagram and YouTube, I think. I don't know if anybody's over on Facebook. If you're over on Facebook, give me a quick shout out, a quick hello, hello, so I know that y'all are there. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I am still working on the logistics of this simulcasting. So um took a minute. Plus, my music was good in the shower this morning, so I got a little carried away singing, right? Um So anyway, give me some hearts if you will, if you can hear me okay. I think everyone can. But can I get a little confirmation? Can I get some hearts, a little love, a little, just a little bit, just a little bit. Um, and I think that the visuals are a little bit more stable than they were last time. I think the quality is better. So, okay, Victoria gave me some hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, okay, so today, what? It's Saturday the 20th. It's been a week. It's been a week, right? There's been a lot going on in the world since we last met. Um, a lot of craziness, a lot of drama, but hopefully a lot of good too. So, this is our little peachy corner of the world. So, we're going to talk about what's been good, what's going on, what's been keeping you happy, healthy, and whole. Yes, Yolanda's multitasking. Okay, good morning, Chantel. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm getting some hearts over on Instagram. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, give me some hearts too. Um, yeah, so hopefully you've had some good things going on in your week. You've got some highlights, you've got some things that you can, be proud of, been productive, all of those good things. If it was just a matter of taking some time for yourself and getting some rest, that's okay too. So, um, what has everybody been up to this week? So, give me some comments. Let me know what y'all have been doing this week, what you accomplished. If it was just getting up and putting 2 feet in front of the other, or sitting up in the bed, hell, rolling out of the bed, whatever. Let me know. Let me know. I'm feeling a little peachy, right? Our goal is to make sure that we're peachy. I wish y'all could smell me right now. I have a new scent from Bath and Body Works. It's the Bridgerton one. I think it's called Diamond of the Season. I feel a little diamondy this morning. It smells so good. It has like a nice little peachy scent to it. So, yes. Oh my goodness. The Silken Spider says we finally decided to try to buy a house. Housing is expensive. Yes, it is. It is expensive to buy a house, it's expensive to rent a house, it's expensive to exist, to live, right? Um, yeah, so I definitely wish you guys the best in your job hunt, your job search. Take your time, get in the right thing. So yeah, yep. Um, that's a lot, but just take your time. Take your time so you find the right thing. Let's see. Nappy Sunshine says, finally made some time to read. Very nice. Oh, Allison, you have the candle, Diamond of the Season. It smells so good, doesn't it? It does have a little bit of a peachy scent. They got rid of all of their like just peachy or like a peach or whatever their peachy scent was. But this one is a pretty close second. It's really nice. Um, Not a paid promotion, unfortunately. But hey, you never know. Uh, so yeah. So what has everybody else been up to? I don't have a whole lot of comments over on YouTube, but that's okay. And I'm not sure if the Facebook folks have picked up, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, Victoria's at a parade enjoying the sunshine. You ordered a punch needle kit coming today, trying out a new hobby. Yes. Did you see last week the the one that I did using a punch needle? Hold on, let me find it. I got it right here still. That was so fun. I love the fact that it gives you a good texture. Now I trimmed mine, right? So I made it extra long and kind of trimmed it so that it gave that kind of grassy look and feel, right? So, but yeah, you'll have to post what you do. I'd love to see it. Um, that would be awesome. And you can use my embroidery threads with the punch needle. You could use my regular yarn. I know you got some, you got a little bit. You can use the regular yarn for that too. Um, but anyway, so let's see what else has been. Oh, you have a craft fair tomorrow, Sheila. Awesome. Been making stuff to sell. Oh, nice. Well, post it or let me know where it is so we can shout it out and let people know to come and see you over there. Um Ashley says, I managed not to cuss out people on Fridays. Looks like therapy worked. Yes, it's working for me too. I've been feeling peachy. It's helpful. I'm glad you made it through Friday without cussing anybody out. Let's see. What else are people doing? Rhonda completed my son's story quilt yesterday. Ooh, presenting to him tonight at our family pizza Friday night get together. Oh, lovely. I think that should be fun. What I just did y'all just see balloons go across the screen? I think I did. I don't did I is it the thumbs up that does it? I can't remember. Something happened. Um, let's see. Oh, a Gullah girl at my son's car wash. He wants me to leave because no other parent stayed. Well, somebody got to be there. Look, go around the corner and keep your eye on them. These kids, at a certain point, they don't want us around, right? Mm. So let's see. Chantel has been writing and loom knitting. Very good. Excellent. I'm glad to see you back on your writing. Very nice. And then our Gullah Girl also says prepping for a craft fair too. Because she always has her crochet. Of course. That's one thing I love about us. We're usually never bored. As long as we remember to bring a project, we're usually never bored. Does anybody keep a project in the car? I thought about it, but it's so hot down here in Atlanta that I'm scared that my prim hooks might melt. You never know. Hey Allison, thank you for popping over to Facebook and testing it out. How's it look over there? Does it look okay? Is it working? It's good. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Um, but it looks like on Instagram I might be a little rectangle in the bigger rectangle. So let me see if I can switch that up. I'm not sure if I can. No, okay, so we got interest. Okay, hang on. While the shenanigans are shenaniganing settings, maybe that'll do it. General. Nope. Okay, hold on. Camera. Mirror my camera. Oh, there we go. Wait, is that good? Is that better? I don't even know. I'm trying. Let's see. Layouts. Crop solo layout to shore mode. show more background image. Let's see if that does it. I don't know. Did that work? No, that's not it. That's worse, isn't it? Let's see. Sheila says I carry a spare needle and some scissors in the car. Oh, it got even smaller. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, y'all. I love y'all for being patient with me. Camera. It's not the camera deal. All right, let's go to general. Oh, there we go. Okay, I found it. Hold on. Let me fix this. Layout. No, let's take that off. Okay, so I think that's gonna go away. And then general. Okay, go back to general. Portrait. Oh, they're disabled while live. Daggone it. I should have done it before I started. Okay, well, I now know for next time. We're working out the kinks live. I'm small on YouTube too. Oh, okay. Well, we'll call this a tiny episode of SMS, a mini episode with a mini beach. So I'll try to fix that for next time. I'm learning as we go. I probably should have some practice sessions during the week, but you know what? I was busy this week. I took some time to make sure I was editing my room. I went through the Peach Palace and I was throwing away stuff that I'm not using, that's no longer serving me. That's like my whole point right now is like the things that are not serving me have to go. They have to go, right? Life's too short. So I've been taking some time. I went through my closet, found this shirt again, nice and comfy. Been going through my closet and taking out stuff that, do y'all hold on to clothes where you're like, I'm gonna get back in that one day. Okay, so a couple of them I did keep because they're really good quality, but the rest of them I was like, let's just let it go. Um, so yeah, so I did a bit of that. Let's see, I missed a couple of comments over here. Um, let's see. Um, so the Silka Spider, we talk about if you take your projects with you. She says, I know Willie always has a project, but he knits in the shower. He might. He might. Why you call your man out like that though? He gets quick 90 seconds in the shower, right? You are funny. Only slight technical difficulties. That's right. Right. Slight, tiny technical difficulties on a small SMS this morning. Um, yes, knit crochet lady, good to see you too. So yeah, so I tend to clean out I guess spring cleaning or whatever, but we're in the midst of summer, so I don't know if it qualifies for that. But yeah, I just been editing and some stuff will be donated. I also had a corner where my whips were stashed. Don't get in an uproar. Not my whips and chains. Oh, yes, they are. Whips, works in progress. Works in progress. Duh. So I have a corner where I had a large basket, one of those big like woven baskets or cotton woven baskets that you can buy for like blankets. And that's what I bought it for, to put like my blankets in the room. But it also started to become a um purgatory, maybe. For my whips, and I just kind of stashed them on top and on top and on top. And it was getting a little ridiculous. And I have way too many whips. So I'm going to do what I did when we first went on lockdown, which is finish anything that I have in progress before I start something else. I say that, and you know what your girl did? I started a project, but I finished it while I was in the middle of cleaning it. Oh, have a customer. Okay, bye. Come back. um, so yeah, that was crazy. I started some because I had one little ball of yarn. Not that I don't have a bunch of them. I had one little ball, and I was like, "Oh, I can do something with this real quick." And when I took a break, I sat there and crocheted a little hat, and then I put it aside. But anyway, I pulled together all my whips, and I'm gonna work my way through them. My goal is to finish them by the end of the year. Um, I hope to finish them before that, but if y'all knew the number of whips that I have right now, It's a little embarrassing. Should I post them? Mm, I don't know. Girl, Victoria, yes, you know you spell whips wrong. She put WHIPS and changed WIPS, works in progress. So I put every project in a bag. I put every project in a bag and I put a number on each bag. So I took a little index card, bright pink index card, cut it into thirds, and I put a number on the back side of one and attached that to the bag. And then another one, I put a number small at the top and a description of what it was. So the one that has the number in the description, I folded into four pieces, excuse me, and I put it in a container. And so what I'm going to do is pick them out randomly. Because I don't know if you're like me, I'll be working on something and then I get bored and that's when I start a new whip. Or my attention span goes quick like that and I start on a new whip. So I thought maybe this is a way to kind of keep me from getting bored. So if I'm working on one and I start to get bored, I can fold the little piece of paper back up and put it back in the jar and pick a new one and then work on a different whip. So I never know what I'm gonna get, but yeah. So, um, Roz says I have like 16 whips, no shame in my game, and I have a to be frogged basket. I wonder, I should consider that. Most of my projects, though, I feel like are no, not all of them are halfway done, but I wonder if I should frog some of them. I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? I was anti-frogging for a while. But then sometimes you just end up with stuff that looks a little crazy. I have one that I'm really been debating about, and I think I have just come to live with it. I started a shawl, just a triangular shawl with some of my leftover yarn that was maybe like, let's say a third of a skein or less. Um, and it's, I guess, like a scrappy shawl. So it's just striped in whatever, color was next. Um, When I started it, when I was switching colors, I did a row where it was like, two stitches of this color, two stitches that, so it kind of gave a little, I don't know, like a little interest at the break. But at some point I forgot I was doing that. And so then it's just straight, 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 straight. And it kind of bothers me because like maybe the first six colors have that interesting little detail, but then the rest don't. But it's already almost big enough to wrap around my neck. So I don't want to frog it back to that point. So, I mean, what do y'all do? Like, it gives me a little bit of anxiety, but I mean, it's not too bad. So, I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Oh, I forgot to put do not disturb on. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, it is on. Okay. Um, Frog away. Use the yarn for something else. Okay. True. Let's see. Ashley says you found you read books the same way, reading multiple books at once. I got you. I got you. Okay. Um, Let's see. What is frogging? Frogging is when you pull your work apart. So the idea is that you frog. It's called frogging because you're ripping it and you rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. Hence the word frogging. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And knitting, they call it tinking because it's going backwards or working backwards. I don't know. Do you guys call it frogging? I guess if you're just pulling your stitches out, that's still frogging and knitting, but there's also tinking, which is, I think, when you work backwards and work the stitches off, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And so that's knit spelled backwards. Tink. Poor little tink tink. Let's see. Frogging and make yourself happy. I may do that, Roz. I might do that. And then just start it all over again anyway. Cause yeah, I may do that. All right, we'll see. We'll see. That might let me put into use have you guys used your ball winder to frog? So I may try that. I may put it on the ball winder. I have an electric one. Sorry, I got like a little piece of hair that's bothering me. My apologies. Um, I may try that and see how that goes. Let's see. You redid a whole blanket, so frog away. Oh, okay. So now I do have one project that did I put a tag on that? I don't think I did. I need to put a tag on it. I have one project. I crochet a granny square crocheted an all green blanket for my queen size bed. It's huge. But at the time, this was mm, it was way before I came here. So I think it was, oh, I know what it was. It was the project that I did to keep me sane while I was going back to school for my MBA. So I'd come and sit down, and then after studying, taking care of the kids, work, all that stuff. I don't know how I did all that now. I do not have the energy now or the mental capacity. My brain would be like, girl, you know better. Um but I would sit down and just do mindless, and so it's very loose, and so it started to sag, and I didn't like that, so I started to pull that apart and rework it, but not the whole thing. Like I pulled a certain amount out, and then I've started over. So that's interesting. She said, "Why am I so small?" You very just raw. I know. I'm working out the kinks, girl. I'm working out the kinks. Just hang in there with me. I'm getting it together. You know, the shenanigans would not be the same without some type of shenanigan during the shenanigans. Um, let's see. Can you create a new pattern to include what you already have? What do you mean? Oh, on the shawl. So like however many have the detail, and then however many have just the straight color change. I don't know that I want to do that though. I think that would bother me too much. I thought about that. I think that's gonna bother me too much. So I don't know. I think I may frog it. I think I'm gonna take Roz's advice and frog it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I think that's the case. Um let's see what else is going on. So yeah, are we telling how many whips we have? I know the number today. Well, at least I know the number for what was in my room. I'm looking around. I don't think I have any out here. I had put most of them um in my room. So I have one here. But I think that may become a community project. We'll see. Are we divulging the number of whips? I don't know who would win, who has the most, who has the least. I don't know. What do you think? I'll think about it. We'll see. Maybe by the end of this, we'll go there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But one of the things that I did, I am working on. Uh-oh, the power might go out. It's been a little rainy. Okay, I think I have enough juice on my. What is happening? So that's odd. Yeah, something's about to happen. Okay, so the power may go out. But so if that happens, Instagram may go away. I'm not sure. So if it does, hop over to YouTube or to Facebook, because I do still have enough juice on my phone. So we'll see what happens. Listen, it's the shenanigans. Okay. All right, so here's one of the whips that I'm working on. I may not have showed this last week, but again, you guys know I'm redirecting, I'm focusing on the embroidery threads because they're smaller. We can go there. I can take them with me. I really, really enjoyed being at shows, but I have to find a way to do it in a cost-effective way. If I do that again, so I think that, and then also, yarn sales have been down and all of those things. Um, so yeah, yes, we're getting storms over there. It stormed and rained all day yesterday. It finally cooled it off some. It's like 79, which was gorgeous, beautiful. So I'm gonna be out in it today. I don't care that it might rain and get wet. I got waterproof hair and it's cooler, so I may leave the house. Yeah, thunderstorms all day today. We need the rain in Georgia. We do. We absolutely need the rain. Hopefully it will continue to rain and soak the ground. Okay. This is one of the whips, one of the projects that I've been working on. I decided to do a little bouquet of roses, and I wanted to do some fun springy colors. So I am using my embroidery threads, which are 100% Cupro Italian cotton. It's recycled cotton. And I don't know if I remember explaining that to you all, but the Cupro cotton, it's recycled. So what happens is when there's yarn that is being milled and spun, the linter that falls, they gather the longest lengths of linter that falls and spin that up into embroidery threads. And when I tell you it is silky soft, silky smooth, but still very durable, I absolutely love it. So if you haven't tried it, go to the shop and try it. But let's see. I'll give you the colors that I'm using on here. So I am using all right, let's see, because I'm backwards. So polar berry, um, chihuro Asian pear, um, orchard sunrise, Meyer lemon, bell of Georgia peach, my signature color, of course. Um, oh, this one is rosé. This one is rose apple. This one is the dragon fruit. And um oh yeah, and that's my cherry. And then the green is soursop. So the leaves are done in soursop. So that's what I'm working on. Just a little sampler of roses that'll go behind me on the wall of embroidery back there, right? Some of the stuff I've taken down. But I have a whip that I've been working on quite literally for a couple of years. I went ahead and I painted I painted the hoop, and I went ahead and secured the fabric because I was adding some heavier pieces to it, and I didn't want to have to keep pulling the fabric and readjusting and rescrewing it in. So I pulled it like super, super tight and glued it to the hoop, and it's been working out so far. So this is kind of from the back. You can see that I had already trimmed the fabric and glued the fabric to the what I ended up doing was gluing the fabric tightly to the inner hoop and then glued it to the outer hoop and trimmed it. So you can see that. And as you can see, it's got a lot of colors in it, but they're a little random. So um, island fruit names for your thread colors. Yes, yes. All my threads are fruit colored or orchard or peach colored, named rather. But this piece I've been working on for a while. It started off because I had a pearl necklace. Actually, I had a pearl necklace from my mom and a pearl necklace from my grandmother. And at some point, they broke. I do have some others, but at some point, one of them one of each broke. And I kept the pearls, but I wanted to be able to use them in some way. I know folks don't necessarily wear pearls a whole lot, but I was always I guess they always told me you need a good black suit or black dress and and a string of pearls. So I always have one of those at the ready. But I wanted to find a way to use the pearls that had broken. I also had a bracelet that had larger pearls that had broken, and I just couldn't throw them away. So I found a way to use those, and I started this off with all white pearls and white threads and yarns, different threads and yarns, and then some cream pearls, threads and yarns. And that was great. I didn't want to do the whole thing in white. It's so big. And I found some colored pearls. I had some pink peach ones. I added all the peach ones that I had. And then I thought, oh, well, this would be pretty in multiple colors. So this is what it is so far. I still have a good ways to go. It's pretty heavy, but I have been having fun with this. So it started off over here with the white pearls and the kind of cream colored pearls from my mom and grandma's necklaces, and then the larger cream ones were from the bracelet that I just spoke about. And I just started doing French knots. They're therapeutic for me. The repetitiveness of the French knots, I just love it. And then, of course, um, and you can buy a shirt that says this: pull, stab, pull, repeat, right? Stab, pull, repeat. And that's what keeps me happy with embroidery. That did not come out right, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so this is all French knots and pearls. So I think it's still holding the quality of the image so you can kind of see. Some are different yarns, different fabrics, different texture, not fabrics, but different yarns, different threads, different textures, different size beads. I kind of add some dripping because I just like the sound of it and the look of it. So I just have to figure out which colors are going next. So right now I'm in the dragon fruit color. Um, and uh-oh, did my comments stop? I think they did. So anyway, so I'm in the dragon fruit color now. And I found the beads, I found the pearls at Michael's. I don't know if you're like me, but I had to put them in a rainbow order so that it would make sense for me. So I actually rearranged the whole thing so that they are in rainbow order. And I'm going to put it down because if I drop it, I would be in tears because that I would absolutely have to sort that and that would be problematic. So yes. Hey, her dazzling creations. Hello, hello. Um, so anyway, I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, it's a fun project. I thought about doing some mini ones to go along with it, maybe as like a collection. So this is the centerpiece, and then maybe some mini ones along the sides. What do y'all think? What do you think? I don't know. I think that might be it. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing, what I've been working on. Now, I didn't see any comments or anybody say that they wanted to know the number of whips that I have in progress. So thank you for sparing me. I will keep that high number, double digit number to myself. So we will do that. Um, but I just wanted to, make sure that as we check in this week and hang out and do some things that, throughout the week you're doing something for yourself. For me, it was getting my room organized. It was putting my whips in order, taking stock of what I have so that I can, go move forward and, complete some things. It feels really good when I complete a project. And I want to make sure that I take some time to do that and I don't continually just have, like the adrenaline rush of starting a project and getting into it and then getting bored. I want to feel that rush of when it's done to be able to show it off. Does anybody else feel that way? Anybody else? I don't know. Let me know. Um so yeah, that's what's been going on. Um I need a little bit of input from you all. So my comments are a little quiet. Can you guys give me some hearts or some comments? Give me a quick little emoji. Let me know y'all are still there. And then I would like to ask you all a couple of questions about what you would like to see here on the shenanigans. Ah, Roz, I love the hive starting. You don't need to finish. I know that's Roz, that's kind of what's been going on with me. Like I'll start and not necessarily finish, but I wanna go ahead and finish some things. I have a lot of the projects that I completed from that first batch of whips during um the pandemic and lockdown, the initial lockdown. And I look at those and I'm pretty proud of myself for finishing those, especially the amigurumi ones. Once I start an amigurumi project, I pretty much have to finish it. Um, Victoria, do I have printed pattern cloth for punch needles? You like to have a pattern to work. I am, oh yeah, no problem. Oh, please don't type while you're driving. Yeah. No, don't type while you're driving. So, Victoria, I'm working on that, and that's good. I have that's a question that I have. I have a pattern of a woman that I actually created the graphic for, and I turned it into an outline so that you could stitch whatever color you want. And so this is just basic paper right now. I wanted to test it to see, what size. So the idea that she's a little bit of a grandma, she's a little bit mature. So you can kind of see some fine lines there for her face. But this I think would be for a 5 inch, for a 4 inch, and for a 3 inch hoop. So I'm playing around with this to see if I can use some of my graphics that I designed for my journals, for other things, and sell those as patterns for either punch needle or embroidery or cross stitch. What do y'all think? I mean, would that be of interest to you? Let me know. So the idea would be that you could either download the pattern, or maybe well, I don't know about all three. You have to tell me. So where you could download the pattern and just print it out yourself on iron on paper, and I can, maybe provide some links of where you can find that. You can iron it onto your own fabric. Or I could have it available, I think maybe for shows, have it on the iron on paper. So you can just buy the kit that would have all of the threads, it would have the hoop, your bobbins, needles, scissors, right? All of those things. Plus a pattern that you can iron on, or a couple of patterns you can iron on. What do you think about that? And then lastly, the other option would be to go ahead and take this and have it already ironed onto the Ada fabric, and you just buy the fabric with the design and a kit with the colors, or use your own kit. I don't know. What do y'all think? It'd be great to have your opinion. To let me know what you think about those as some options. If you already are a embroiderer, a cross stitcher, a needle point person, what do y'all think? Let me know. So yes, I've definitely been thinking through that and working on that. Um, I also have hand dyed fabric, and I want to find out if that is something that people would be interested in as well. So I was just kind of playing around with a little bit of tie dye on a 5x5 square. Um, oh, cool. Maybe I can get the Afro Girl cloth later on. No hurry. Oh, the big one, this one that's behind me, that one. Yeah, if so, I was definitely thinking about that. I had a couple of people ask about that. So I think that would be a great kit. Um, and I guess, would you want everything? Would you want the hoop, the pattern, the thread? We could do that. We could do it in different sizes too. So, yeah. Do you like the fabric? Yeah. So I was doing some hand dyed cloth, and just kind of playing around with that. I have some solid colors. This one, I also hand dyed the fabric as well. It comes out beautifully and it retains its stiffness. I did have someone ask me about that. So once I dye the Ada fabric and allow it to dry, I hang it in the yarn dryers. I then iron it flat and it retains a stiffness. So it's pretty cool, and I like it. It's still it is a little softer, but it does still retain enough of the integrity that you don't feel like you're um like it's weak when you stitch. Let's see. And then I've also considered having painted options. Now, those would definitely be more expensive, but where I actually hand paint your fabric for you, and then you come and stitch over that. I've bought and worked a piece like that before, and I absolutely love it. And I love doing the painting as well. So maybe some abstracts, maybe, taking some of the, uh, you know, graphics that I do and having those in color, but those would definitely be significantly higher in cost. So I'm just really thinking through and exploring those options. Victoria, you like the idea of the whole kit? Okay, I think that's doable. That's doable. I will put that together and that will come. I've had a couple of people ask for that, so thank you for that feedback. But this is another thing. I'm ready to bring some guests on here. We're getting the kinks worked out. Next week, it's not going to be a little a mini version of me. Hopefully, it's a bigger version so you can see me better. Um, but I'm ready to have some guests back on the show. I would like to know who are the guests that you would like to see here on the Saturday morning shenanigans, whether they've been here before or not, or if there is a topic that you want to discuss. Um, you know, Most of the times the shenanigans are just what they are. It's whatever happens. I don't necessarily plan out topics all the time. I have done that a couple of times. But you said a mini version of yourself. You thought something was wrong with your phone. No, it's the settings, and I can't change the setting while I'm in the live. So I am a picture in picture, and it is teeny tiny. And sorry. So, um, yeah, but who would you like to see as guests, or would you like to be a guest? So give me some ideas. I have a wish list of folks. I have guests that I've had in the past that I would like to bring back on. But I want to really explore the variety. You can be I can be your tester if need be. Okay, okay, Victoria, I hear you. I got you. Um, um, yeah, who would you like to hear from, or what would you like to learn about? I definitely want to find someone who is a cross stitcher extraordinaire, who's great at needlepoint, great at embroidery. I want to find someone who can talk to us about the difference. Like, what's the difference between saying it's embroidery versus needlepoint, right? Isn't embroidery a type of needlepoint, or is needlepoint a type of embroidery? Like, what's the difference in terms of terminology and using it correctly? Now, of course, I can Google all of this, and I will, and I do. But I think it's pretty cool to continue to learn out loud. And like I said before, I want to get back to doing that. So I'm gonna reach out to some folks to talk about stitches. But who else do you want to hear from? Who's your favorite knitter, or crocheter, or needle punch person? Who do you all want to hear from? What topics do you want to hear about? What do you want to learn about? Because we can just go down the rabbit hole that is my mind, and that's going to be fun. Right? All the different things that I think about that I want to do, how I'm enjoying being crafty, whether it be with embroidery threads or my yarn, or the Barbies. You can kind of see Yarnell Monet is still over there in the background in the tub. She's probably turned into a prune by now. She's been sitting in that tub for about a week. um but, creating things for the dolls. Um I'm having some nostalgia, and I don't know, y'all, is this a midlife crisis? Is that what this is, where I am yearning for my youth and I am revisiting the things that as growing up made me happy? I don't know, is that a midlife crisis, or is that just still, looking at and finding my way back to being peachy, right? Um, Rhonda Eddy says Zach Foster. Wherever I've heard that name, a quilter, Zach Foster. I think I've heard. Is he the quilter that does? He did a like a quilt coat or quilt for a celebrity recently. I can't recall. Um, but back to enjoying my dolls, the Barbies or whatever. I also found I went down a little rabbit hole of nostalgia last night, so just kind of bear with me a little bit. I kind of talk about the fact that my mom was an artist and we were always doing artistic things in the house. And oh, this is telling me I need to plug in. Hang on. We were always doing artistic things in the house, and I found a picture from one summer. Probably, I think I have the year. Hold on, let me plug in real quick, make sure I don't lose y'all. Okay, bing, there we go. Summer of 1979. So I don't know how well you can see that, but look at little Laverne right there. And in the background, this was our kitchen, nice bright yellow kitchen. And this was my mom working on a copper repoussé piece in the summer of 79. How cool is that? Oh, we got the glare, but I'll post that later. Chantel says, not a midlife crisis is a time when things were simpler. People were kinder, people were more joyous, and it wasn't so much negativity or hurt feelings and political correctness. You could say what you really need to say respectfully and with caring, and that aspect is gone. Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with that to a certain extent. I also think that, maybe there are a lot of things that have not changed as much as they should, but we're seeing them more because of access, the internet. Um, but yeah, it's definitely yeah, things have changed for sure. But I've been enjoying being nostalgic. I knew that I had a picture of myself playing with one of my favorite toys, my Barbie pool. And so I went looking for that, and then I stumbled across a whole lot of other stuff. So I found this. I'm going to post this over on my Busy Barbie page, but I want to find a pool. I've been looking, I looked on eBay, they're kind of expensive, so I may not be able to do that right now, but I want to find and rehab a pool because I absolutely love playing with that thing. And he is probably going to kill me, not literally, but I'm going to take that risk anyway. But can I tell you that we were into the fiber arts way back when? Y'all mess with me about my knitting machine, right? And say that I need to learn, knit or what have you. But I found a picture of the original knitting machine. I don't know if it's the original, but this is from 1981. So this was Christmas of 81. So that's when I got the pool, apparently. And this is my cousin Ron. Y'all remember cousin Ron? Look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. I got a knitting machine that year for Christmas. And he's knitting on the knitting machine. I was gonna text this to him last night, but it was probably about 3 o'clock in the morning when I found this. I'm gonna text this to him. I'm gonna text this to him when I get off of here and tell him I showed it all over the internet. He might be bad, he might not, but whatever. I love him, he loves me, so he'll forgive me. Did anybody else have a knitting machine? It was tiny, and I think I used it a little bit, but I ended up kind of giving it away. And then fast forward, let me see if I can find the other one. Oh yeah, this is the last one. And y'all, boy, the picture. I, well, you know what? I'm going to cover part of this because my grandma was chilling next to me, and we're gonna maintain her dignity. But look at what your girl. Look at Granny. She was on the phone chilling. We were maxing and relaxing. But look at what your girl was doing. I had a little crochet hook. I was working on some crochet, sitting there next to Granny. She was chilling. It was a moment. But I found that. So that was pretty cool. So those are the beginnings of the fiber art days. But yeah, I have just been enjoying that. And there's some things that I kept and there's some things that I hadn't. There's another item that I definitely want to rehab and maybe find the missing pieces for it. Um, and I'm going to see if I can pull this up here. Look, it is Sesame Street. So my mom kept this, and I ended up keeping it, and the kids played with it. And it opens up. Try not to dump all of the stuff out. And these are the little people. And this was so much fun. Look at that. Now the handle is gone, and I'm missing a lot of the pieces. But this was definitely fun to find. And I had Bert and Ernie. Ernie's missing his hair, but do y'all remember the little people like this? How cute. I wonder if I could do like an amigurumi version of those. I don't know how functional it would be, but I think that would be cute. And we had the little trash truck, the little sanitation truck with Oscar the Grouch. Isn't that just too cute? So I was finding all kinds of stuff yesterday. So find things that make you happy. If it's going back to your childhood, if it's going back to the things that made you smile, an activity, a sport, a toy, just go find some joy wherever it may be. So I just kind of wanted to share that I've been going down memory lane a little bit and kind of recapturing the things that, make me happy. Um, so find that somewhere today, right? Figure out a way to make sure that in all of the craziness and all of the drama and the violence and political stuff and all of that stuff, you pay attention to it, you make changes, you do what you feel like you need to do to make our world a better place. But just don't lose yourself and make sure that you continue to find joy and happiness around somewhere. Okay, I'm off the soapbox now. I had a moment. Okay, so anyway, back to while you guys were thinking, back to my question, which was, who would you all like to have as a guest on Shenanigans? I only had one person make a comment. Are we nobody? No one else interested in what guests we might could have? Let me know if you think about it and you're watching the replay. put in the comment below, right? So let me know what you think, who we should ask to be a guest. I will reach out to some folks who are on my wish list to have come back, reappear, share with us what they're doing, what's going on in the world that they are being creative in. And let's just see what happens, right? So I think we got a slow morning today. Rhonda is saying quilter on fire. Okay, I will look that up as well. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick screenshot. Okay, so I got a quick screenshot. So I'll make sure to reach out to those folks, and I'll take a look at quilter on fire. I'm not familiar with that person, but we can definitely take a look. Any quilters in the house? Um, So, Little Peach, my oldest daughter, has started to quilt. And when I tell you she is cranking out quilts like crazy, and they are beautiful. I'll post a picture of the one that she gifted to me. Um, we we had to have some discussions about the fabric choice because she wants to give me little itty bitty flowers, and that's just not my style. But what she did do and put together is gorgeous and beautiful. So I'll share what she did. I also worked on one myself, a small one. Um, the squares aren't necessarily matching up great, but it's not bad, I think, for my first quilt. So yeah. Chantel says, you think Sheila Perry needs to be a guest? She's an excellent crochet and seamstress. She has beautiful pieces. Okay, I'll reach out to her and see if she's willing. On the topic of quilters, Heidi Parks. Okay, I'll take a look at that as well. Let me do a screenshot there too. Okay, absolutely. Favorite crochet artists, other yarn dyers, favorite knitters, painters, sculptors, crafters in general. I gotta reach out to Mr. Larry. I'd love to have him back on again. I miss his energy. Um, so let me know. So if you're watching the replay, in the comments below, let me know who you would like to see as a guest over here on Shenanigans, and we'll get it rocking and rolling. And by that time, I will make sure that I have worked out the all of this, the display kinks, right? So that it's not going to be absolutely perfect because, YouTube has like a landscape format, Instagram has a portrait format, and Facebook, I don't know how it's showing up over there. I'll have to go and take a look after this. So it's not necessarily going to be a full screen perfect view either way, but we'll see. We'll see. You guys give me some feedback. But I really wanted to be able to kind of simulcast in all of the places because while I am still attempting to build up YouTube because I feel like monetization is going to be a lot easier over there. Instagram is still where the bulk of folks are. So yeah, so give me your feedback, your thoughts, your questions and concerns. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of a light morning. I see a handful of folks over on Instagram as well as YouTube. So people are probably out and about. If you're in Georgia, you're probably out and about because it is not feeling like the devil's armpit anymore at the moment. And so I'm going to go and enjoy myself as well. I have a Target run to make. I found a Barbie car on Facebook Marketplace that has kind of a peachy tint. I think it's actually like faded pink, but it looks peachy. So I'm gonna go pick that up to rehab that at some point. And see what other, I don't know, mini brands and stuff they have. I'm also gonna do a little deep dive on their kits. They have I think this one came from Target. It was gifted to one of the kids at some point, and kind of do some recon on embroidery kits and yarn kits that are sold. do some cost comparisons, all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna head out to Target and do those things. So I think that's what we'll do is get the day started. Tony Lipsy, yes, I'd love to have Tony Lipsy back on. Absolutely. So I will be reaching out to the folks that you all suggested, as well as my wish list, and see what we come up with for guests. So in the meantime, I want you guys to enjoy, excuse me, this beautiful Saturday. Um, have lots of fun and find some joy this week. Make sure you find some way to make yourself smile. Take yourself out to a movie that you've wanted to see, or just explore something that makes you happy. Don't wait on anybody, right? Sometimes we wait around for people to participate with us, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes we just have to, you know, get out there and just encourage ourselves. So, oh, the cat's telling me it's time to go. Is that what you're telling me, Juniper? I don't know if he's gonna let me pick him up. Let's see if he'll let me pick him up and show you all his big self. There he is. So I'm gonna feed the cats and go make my Target run. There he is. Oh, the light's too bright for you. Yeah, I know. Up or down. There you go. Um and get some things, Team Juniper. Yes. Loco was on yet last week. Juniper appeared this week. So everybody's had their little 15 seconds of fame. So anyway, I'm gonna run and enjoy my Saturday. You all do the same. We'll be back again next week. We'll have one more kink worked out in the display, and I'm sure there'll probably be two or three more that appear because it's the shenanigans after all, and it's Saturday morning. Thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate those of y'all that are loyal followers, listeners. I really appreciate each and every one of you all. So hugs and kisses. Be peachy, y'all. Love it.